Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now, let's jump straight into today's exciting update. The next chapter of Beyond the Gates is set to unfold with shocking revelations, emotional confrontations, and unexpected twists that promise to leave viewers captivated from beginning to end, as Wednesday, July 22nd draws the residents of Fairmont, Crest into another unforgettable day. Long-buried secrets begin to surface while dangerous questions linger in the shadows. Every conversation seems destined to change someone's future. Every decision carries unexpected consequences, and every relationship is tested in ways no one could have imagined. What begins as an ordinary day quickly transforms into an emotional roller coaster filled with mystery, heartbreak, hope, and suspense, with lives colliding and hidden motives becoming harder to ignore. The drama builds steadily toward moments that could alter several families forever. By the time the episode reaches its final scenes, viewers will be left wondering who can truly be trusted and what devastating surprises are still waiting just around the corner. One of the episode's biggest mysteries centers around Randy Parker, who appears to have unknowingly escaped a fate that could have changed his life forever. When Haley Hamilton sits down with Randy, the conversation unexpectedly shifts toward the mysterious disappearance of Lynette Wise, a name that has continued to haunt everyone months after she seemingly vanished without a trace. Lynette's disappearance has remained one of the community's most puzzling, unanswered questions, leaving behind speculation, whispers, and countless theories, but no real answers. As Haley reflects on everything that happened, she confidently tells Randy that he actually dodged a bullet where Lynette was concerned, suggesting that he should be grateful things unfolded the way they did. Her statement immediately raises more questions than it answers, sending a wave of uneasiness through the moment. The confidence in Haley's voice almost makes it sound as though she knows far more than she's willing to admit, leaving Randy and viewers alike to wonder whether her words are simply an observation or the subtle hint of a much darker truth. Since no one truly knows what became of Lynette or where she disappeared to, Haley's surprising comment inevitably fuels speculation that she could somehow be connected to the mystery, making an already unsettling situation feel even more suspicious. While uncertainty surrounds Randy and Haley, another emotional battle unfolds within the powerful Dupree family. Danny Dupree approaches Anita Dupree carrying an important request, hoping her trusted family member will stand beside her during one of the most emotionally difficult situations they have ever faced. Danny wants Anita to step in and persuade Naomi Hawthorne against undergoing a double mastectomy after learning about her BRCA gene results. It is a request born out of fear, love, and the desperate hope that someone Naomi deeply respects might convince her to reconsider such a life-changing medical decision. Yet despite Danny's heartfelt plea, Anita refuses. Rather than trying to influence Naomi's choice, Anita firmly believes that this decision belongs to Naomi and Naomi alone. In Anita's eyes, it is Naomi's body, her future, and ultimately her right to determine the path she wishes to take. Instead of attempting to sway her granddaughter in one direction or another, Anita chooses compassion over persuasion, believing her role is simply to stand beside Naomi with unwavering love and support as she navigates one of the most difficult crossroads of her life. As emotions continue to run high, Naomi herself takes another courageous step by finally sharing the truth about her BRCA gene results with her father, Bill Hamilton. It is a conversation she has delayed, perhaps fearing his reaction or struggling to find the strength to put such life-altering news into words. Carrying the emotional weight of her diagnosis has already been overwhelming, and now she must face the possibility of disappointing or hurting her father by waiting so long to tell him. The anticipation surrounding Bill's response fills the moment with quiet tension, making every word feel heavier than the last. However, spoilers reveal that Bill's reaction will come as a surprise. Whether that surprise comes in the form of compassion, understanding, disappointment, or frustration remains uncertain, but one lingering possibility hangs in the air. Bill may struggle with the realization that Naomi kept something so important from him for so long, leaving viewers to wonder if his first response will be concern for his daughter or hurt that she didn't trust him enough to confide in him sooner. Whatever happens, this heartfelt father and daughter conversation promises to become one of the episode's most emotionally powerful moments. Elsewhere, another deeply personal conversation unfolds as Nicole Dupree and Shanice Johnson find themselves face to face discussing the one man whose presence has complicated both of their lives, Ted Richardson. Recent events have already changed everything after Ted and Shanice admitted that they are falling in love with one another, opening the door to a relationship neither of them can ignore anymore. Now, Nicole and Shanice must navigate an honest discussion that has the potential to expose vulnerable emotions and uncomfortable truths. The conversation may begin with hesitation and understandable awkwardness as both women carefully choose their words while processing everything that has happened. Yet beneath that initial discomfort lies an opportunity for honesty, understanding, and perhaps even unexpected emotional clarity. As they openly discuss Ted and the complicated emotions surrounding him, viewers will witness a scene filled with delicate tension, heartfelt vulnerability, and the possibility that both women may walk away, seeing each other and Ted in an entirely different light. Meanwhile, another intriguing storyline quietly begins to take shape as Deanna McBride unexpectedly crosses paths with a handsome stranger who finds himself needing her help. At first glance, the encounter appears innocent enough, carrying all the familiar signs of a chance meeting that could blossom into something meaningful. There is a spark of possibility in the air, raising the exciting prospect that Deanna may finally be on the verge of finding a new romance. After everything she has experienced, the timing almost feels perfect for Hope to enter her life in such an unexpected way. But within the world of Beyond the Gates, appearances are rarely as simple as they seem. Beneath the surface of this seemingly charming encounter lurks an unsettling question that refuses to go away. Since Deanna has already caught the attention of Joey Armstrong, viewers cannot help but wonder if this handsome stranger is genuinely interested in her or if he has been strategically placed in her path for far more dangerous reasons. That suspicion grows even stronger when Joey Armstrong's previous actions are taken into account. Joey had already approached Randy Parker with a troubling request, asking him to keep an eye on Doug McBride's daughter. However, Randy's loyalty has always belonged to Doug and his family, and his genuine care for Doug's children made it clear that he was never likely to betray their trust. Joey may have quickly realized that Randy's compassion made him the wrong man for such a task. If Joey no longer believes Randy can be counted on to do what he wants, it wouldn't be surprising if he decided to recruit someone else instead. Suddenly, Deanna's chance encounter with an attractive stranger becomes far more suspicious. What initially appeared to be the beginning of an exciting romance could actually be the first move in a carefully planned scheme designed to monitor her every move. Whether this mysterious newcomer is a sincere admirer or simply another pawn in Joey's dangerous game remains one of the episode's biggest unanswered questions, ensuring viewers will be watching every interaction with growing suspicion. As all of these stories unfold simultaneously, Wednesday's episode promises to weave together emotional family struggles, romantic uncertainty, hidden agendas, and long-standing mysteries into one unforgettable hour of television. Questions surrounding Lynette Wise's disappearance continue to cast a dark shadow over Haley Hamilton's cryptic remarks, while Naomi's deeply personal health journey forces difficult conversations that could reshape her family's future. Nicole and Shanice prepare to confront complicated feelings surrounding Ted Richardson, while Deanna unknowingly steps toward an encounter that could either change her life for the better or place her directly in harm's way. Every storyline builds upon the next, creating an atmosphere where hope and danger exist side by side and where even the smallest decision could have life-changing consequences. By the time the closing moments arrive, the suspense will be stronger than ever, leaving audiences eagerly waiting to discover what shocking twists lie ahead. Beyond the Gates spoilers make one thing abundantly clear. Wednesday's episode will be overflowing with intrigue, emotional drama, unexpected action, and suspenseful surprises, making it an absolute must-watch for fans who won't want to miss a single unforgettable moment. As the emotional aftershocks continue to spread through Fairmont Crest, the mystery surrounding Lynette Wise's disappearance refuses to loosen its grip on everyone connected to the case. Haley Hamilton's unsettling remark to Randy Parker lingers long after their conversation ends, echoing with the kind of weight that refuses to be ignored. Telling Randy that he dodged a bullet because of Lynette sounds far too deliberate to be dismissed as casual conversation. Instead, it leaves behind an unsettling silence filled with unanswered questions and growing suspicion. Months have passed since Lynette vanished without a trace, yet no one has been able to explain what happened to her or where she might have gone. The uncertainty has only fueled endless speculation, and now Haley's strangely confident words threaten to reopen old wounds while pointing toward the possibility that someone knows far more than they have ever admitted. Whether Haley is simply speaking from personal opinion or quietly revealing that she possesses knowledge connected to Lynette's disappearance remains one of the episode's most chilling mysteries, ensuring viewers will be paying close attention to every expression, every hesitation, and every carefully chosen word. At the same time, the emotional conflict within the Dupree family reaches another deeply personal crossroads. Danny Dupree's request to Anita Dupree comes from a place of genuine love and overwhelming fear as she desperately hopes someone Naomi Hawthorne admires will convince her to reconsider a decision that could permanently change her life. Danny's concern reflects the heartbreaking reality facing families confronted with life-altering medical choices, where love often becomes tangled with fear, uncertainty, and the desperate desire to protect the people who matter most. Yet Anita refuses to step into that role, remaining firm in her belief that Naomi deserves the freedom to decide her own future without outside pressure. Rather than allowing fear to guide her actions, Anita embraces compassion, recognizing that true support sometimes means standing beside someone even when their choices are difficult to accept. Her refusal is not an act of indifference, but one of profound respect, demonstrating that love can sometimes be expressed by trusting another person's strength instead of trying to direct their path. It is a quiet yet powerful moment that reinforces the emotional maturity of Anita's character while highlighting the enormous burden Naomi continues to carry. Naomi's emotional journey then reaches another significant milestone as she finally reveals her BRCA gene results to her father, Bill Hamilton. The weight of that conversation has undoubtedly been building inside her for some time, making the decision to finally speak the truth both terrifying and liberating. Sharing such deeply personal news requires tremendous courage, especially when there is no way of predicting how a loved one will respond. Bill's reaction, however, is expected to surprise Naomi, creating another emotional turning point in their relationship. Whether that surprise comes through unexpected understanding, painful disappointment, or conflicted emotions remains uncertain, but the moment promises to reveal another side of Bill that viewers may not be expecting. One possibility still hangs heavily over the conversation, that Bill could struggle with the realization that his daughter carried this burden alone instead of turning to him earlier. Even if his first instinct is hurt over being left in the dark, his concern for Naomi's well-being will undoubtedly remain at the heart of whatever emotions emerge, making this one of the episode's most heartfelt and emotionally resonant scenes. Elsewhere, another emotionally charged encounter begins to unfold as Nicole Dupree and Shanice Johnson sit down for an honest discussion about Ted Richardson. Their conversation is destined to be uncomfortable from the very beginning because both women are connected by the same man in profoundly different ways. Recent events have already reshaped Ted's future after he and Shanice admitted that they are falling in love with one another, creating emotions that cannot simply be ignored or pushed aside. Now, Nicole and Shanice find themselves facing one another with honesty, replacing assumptions, forcing both women to confront difficult realities that neither can escape. Although the discussion may begin with hesitation and awkward pauses, it gradually promises to evolve into something much deeper as vulnerable truths begin to surface. Whether the conversation brings healing, heartbreak, or unexpected understanding remains to be seen, but it is certain to offer viewers a compelling emotional exchange that adds even greater complexity to Ted's evolving story. Meanwhile, Deanna McBride's unexpected encounter with a handsome stranger introduces an entirely different kind of suspense. On the surface, the meeting appears almost cinematic, a chance crossing of paths that feels spontaneous, warm, and filled with romantic possibility. The stranger needs Deanna's help, creating the kind of first meeting that often marks the beginning of a meaningful connection. For a brief moment, it seems entirely possible that fate is finally offering Deanna a fresh start and perhaps the beginning of an exciting new romance. Yet beneath that hopeful possibility lies an undeniable feeling of unease that refuses to disappear. Deanna has already found herself on Joey Armstrong's radar, and in a world where manipulation often hides behind a charming smile, viewers are left wondering whether this attractive newcomer is truly who he appears to be. What could have been the beginning of a beautiful love story may instead become the opening move in a dangerous plan unfolding behind the scenes. That suspicion becomes even more believable when Joey Armstrong's previous actions are taken into consideration. Joey had already attempted to recruit Randy Parker to keep an eye on Doug McBride's daughter, believing Randy could quietly carry out the task without raising suspicion. However, Joey underestimated the depth of Randy's loyalty and compassion. Randy's genuine affection for Doug and his children made it clear that he would never willingly betray the people he considers family. Realizing that Randy could not be trusted to follow through with such a request, Joey may have quietly begun searching for someone else willing to do the job. If that is indeed the case, then Deanna's mysterious encounter suddenly takes on a far more sinister meaning. The handsome stranger may not be entering her life because of coincidence or romance at all. Instead, he could be part of Joey's carefully orchestrated plan, disguising surveillance behind charm and kindness while quietly carrying out an agenda that Deanna never sees coming. By the time all of these emotional and suspenseful storylines converge, Wednesday's episode promises to deliver exactly the kind of gripping drama that has made Beyond the Gates such an addictive series. Every storyline carries its own emotional heartbeat, from the lingering mystery surrounding Lynette Wise and Haley Hamilton's suspicious comments to Naomi Hawthorne's courageous family conversations and the difficult choices surrounding her future. Nicole and Shanice prepare to navigate complicated feelings tied to Ted Richardson, while Deanna unknowingly steps into a situation where romance and danger may be impossible to separate. Randy Parker finds himself caught between loyalty and growing suspicion, and Joey Armstrong's shadow continues to stretch across multiple lives, hinting that his next move could have devastating consequences. As secrets remain hidden, emotions run high, and unexpected twists continue to emerge, viewers can expect an episode overflowing with mystery, heartfelt drama, and edge-of-your-seat suspense. Every conversation matters, every decision carries lasting consequences, and every scene moves the story one step closer to even bigger revelations waiting just beyond the gates.